if the electricity that you use to charge the batteries was generated by burning coal,
Yes.
do you think the carbon output equivalent of that coal is the equivalent of petrol that does 140 miles a gallon? Do you see what I mean? Is there a way of measuring those two? That's a very common question I get.
You've got a couple of advantages doing it that way around. The first advantage is that your power station, unlike a reciprocating engine, is about 60 or 70% efficient.
Right.
Whereas your reciprocating traditional engine is only about 30% efficient.
And when you say reciprocating engine, I just want to, because I know what that means, but I want to clarify for the layman, an internal combustion, a car engine what goes vroom.
A car that goes vroom, yeah. Any car is running on a reciprocating engine, whereas a power station is running on a steam turbine.
Yes.
Which is
so they're using more of the
efficient.
energy that is burnt off the coal.
They're squeezing more energy out.
Yeah.
So they're already in with a chance.
Yes. I've gone down to 130. I'm now.
Let's put another screen up for you. This is quite a fun screen. As you pull away, it'll show you your green, and then as you regenerate, it'll show.
Essentially, when
so there we go. Look, you're going right now. Now you're going red.
Right.
Now you're going deeper red. So it doesn't matter. You can pull as much power as you like. We've got loads of battery, but if you want to start getting clever, now lift your foot off the brake now.
So now it goes there.
There you can see.
And what you want to do is keep it sort of up there, so that you're still moving, but. I don't have to stop just yet. It can just.
Yeah, you see, you're doing beautifully.
You can just about move
you're
then.
Regenerating all the way in here now. As before, the way you were driving, you'd have been using power, and then you'd have put your foot on the brake. It's been a huge learning curve, because the goal was to try and change the perception of electric cars, because we want a car that will that we can get in the morning. We're not worried about its range. This is an urban car. It's not a touring car. We can't go to Manchester in it. No. But we can pop out to Heathrow now and come back and not worry about it. We can go on the motorway.
Right.
But we need to do 70 or 80 miles an hour comfortably.
Yeah.
Or 70, sorry.
Yes, 70. Yes, 70. Obviously not 80.
Obviously not. But should the need arise and you weren't on a motorway, you can go to 100 quite happily.
Right.
So you've got a bit of power there to get you out of trouble. You feel confident. But we want airbags. We want safety belts.
Yeah, yeah.
We want comfortable seats. We want electric windows. We don't want to sit in a tiny little noddy car.
Little noddy box,
And so the idea was to try and prove that was possible.
Right.
And you want 4 seats too. If you're going to have a town car, mums want cars like this. They want to take their kids. I took my kids to school this morning in the back, and
because that's the biggest shock I got when I saw the BMW electric Mini.
Yes.
You know, I went, oh, there's the electric Mini. Oh, cool! How brilliant! I've heard all about it. I go and look at it, and I go, oh, no rubbish. And I walk away straight away because there's no back.
No back seats.
So you have managed to fit batteries in this car
and keep the boot. Yeah, because the boot's useful as well.
And the boot, is the boot any different to a standard Mini?
I think we lost about an inch.
Because I couldn't see any difference.
We have lost a tiny bit.
Right.
It does. In the standard Mini, it just drops in, and ours goes flat.
It goes flat. Okay, well, it really doesn't show. You've
but
still got a boot.
the seats still fold down, and you've still got your full.
Yeah. But you've got lithium polymer. Is that right? What you're using here? And I mean, I've heard some electric car fanatics say, oh, they're dangerous, they catch fire, they are difficult to manage or something. But
no, not lithium polymer, no.
Right.
No, there is one, and I should know the answer. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, there is one that has had a few fiery
but it's not
issues.
lithium polymer.
Right.
You can stick a 6-inch nail through. You can take a hammer and a 6-inch nail and whack it through the middle of the pack, and you're not going to
do anything. Right.
You're not going to cause an upset.
Right. And then, what? How many have you got in here? I can't remember.
We've got 21 kilowatt hours.
Right. 21 kilowatt, because there's a whole new lot of maths you've got to do. Miles to the gallon, all that seems so archaic now.
Yeah.
Kilowatt hours, you see, still doesn't mean really diddly squit to me.
Yeah, well, that's why we go for this equivalent figure, so that you can actually compare what you're doing.
Right, so if you could drive using a kilowatt an hour, you could drive for 21 hours.
Yes,
but
exactly.
It would be very difficult to drive using.
Well, let's see how you're doing.
Oh.
You've used.
Oh, I've gone better.
You've used 0.91 of a kilowatt so far.
Right.
So you haven't used much, have you?
No.
You've come from Chelsea all the way around to Ken High Street.
Yeah.
And you've used 0.9 of a kilowatt.
I haven't used a whole kilowatt yet.
No, not yet.
And I've also gone up to 144.6, which I'm rather proud of.
You're getting better. You are improving. And
I should be good at this, because being a hybrid driver, you know, I've learnt to drive and, you know, not have a heavy right foot.
So we've driven for 20 minutes so far.
Right.
and and you're coming up to a kilowatt. So that's extraordinary, isn't it?
It is
a small amount of power.
Yeah.
And that's where electric cars are phenomenal.
Right.
Is in traffic, in town.
Yes, yeah.
When you start doing 70 or 80 miles an hour, the resistance increases dramatically. The resistance, and you're into a different game.
Right,
but in this game, nothing can touch an electric car.
No. I'm just going to pull out in front of this van because I can. Actually, this is great. Now we're following a very flashy sports Bentley. And now he will be doing at this speed. We're doing quite fast, ladies and gentlemen, I'll admit it. We're keeping up with the Bentley, who's also driving along a road with a 50-mile-an-hour speed. I think it's worth pointing out that clearly he doesn't need to obey the law. But he would be doing there, I would say, between 8 and 10 miles to the gallon. At the very best. I've driven one of those cars. They are very, very thirsty. Very comfy.
Yeah, very
I'm not
nice,
slagging off the luxury.
Yeah.
That is well impressive, but, you know, it uses so much petrol. This is quite interesting, actually. We're breaking the speed limit, and I can't keep up with all the other cars that are coming up behind me. So it's not heavily enforced on this particular section. That is really, really nice. Sorry, no,
you get the feeling you can drive, don't you? You don't feel restricted, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
We've been building these things for 100 years.
We know.
We're very good at it. We've got
exactly.
The vision's fantastic. The seats are comfortable. They're safe when somebody hits you. All we need to do is stop the crap coming out of the exhaust pipe.
Yes. Brilliant. Steve, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Great. Real thrill to do it. And I'm in the park, aren't I now?
You are. That's it. You're done.
Brilliant.